Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for stopping by. We got you at a little different start to the video than we normally do because I came out here to the goat and chicken pen. And what did I catch, Ransom?
Dolly.
We caught Dolly. So I was going to start the video a little later, but I thought I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm pretty triumphant because this goat has been eluding us. I didn't want to have to set up panels out here in the pen. So I wanted to catch her though, so we can move her out of here, because when we go on our cruise vacation, Cassie and I want to put automatic feeders and waters out here in the chicken pen, so we don't have to worry about the person that having to come in here every day to feed them. So I have got Dolly caught. Ransom's trying to feed her some chicken feed. She's all right, buddy. She'll have goat feed where she goes, okay? Oh, she likes that though, doesn't she? Okay. And Dolly's a good goat. We don't have anything against her. The only thing is, she is really hard to catch. Now that little goat right there, I want to show you how easy she is to catch in just a second.
Can I do it?
Mama. So here comes Cassie, and she's got the four-wheeler and a pen. But we wanted to tell you about some storm damage that we got the other day. You guys may remember seeing the corn. I'll show you a picture of that right now. But there was some damage we didn't see. So I'll show you that towards the end of the video. But right now, Cassie's got the pen.
Mom, I'm feeding her.
Good job.
And we're gonna get her loaded up. So are you worried about catching Oreo?
No.
No. Oreo's easy. Will you grab my phone? All right. Dolly, you're heavy. I know you are.
It's hopefully gonna have a baby.
Oh, she knows how to do it. All right. So I caught this one. When you want to do the honors and catch the other one?
Sure. Show you how it's done.
All I have to do is stain her, Mom.
So she is a fainting goat. Ransom, stay over here, buddy. How did that go, Cassie? Okay, booga.
Hey!
All right, hang on, Ransom. I'm gonna open this up for Mama. Here, you hold the gate for Daddy.
Back.
All right.
You know the drill.
Well, her back legs don't work. Look at that one. It's frozen. Okay. Not only is she a fainting goat,
She didn't get hair on you.
she's also a shedding goat.
To the goat pen?
Yeah, to the goat pen. Do you need my help or do you got it?
I got it.
So you can see that now with the goats gone, they've already cleaned up the grass pretty good in here, so I'm not worried about that. But now the chickens have free reign of the whole pen, so we don't have to worry about goats stealing their food. And we also don't have to worry about the goats getting their heads hung up or anything like that while we're gone. It's just nice and peaceful in here. And we have 3 or 4 automatic waters and feeders that we'll put out that will last 4 or 5 days. And so that's what will happen while we're gone, is the chickens will be taken care of that way. And it's just much easier. So Cassie is gonna unload the goats. Ransom and her are gonna video it, she said. So let's show you that right now.
Don't let them come back through here, okay? Ow! That hurt! This was a bad idea! Shut the gate! Shut the gate! I gotta get the gate, Dolly!
Clean?
No, but she kicked me good. All right. Ready? Scoot back a little. Let me go for the horns this time.
Let's spin her.
Come on, baby.
She's gonna be easy.
Come on, baby. Come on. There you go.
So how did that turn out?
Better, second time.
So I was also going to give you a quick update on the lambs. They are not eating the grass down like their mamas were, but we're also giving them a little bit of grain to go along with it. But Cassie, you happy with the sheep tractor?
I am. It's really hot though.
It is really hot. So you saw us get Dolly and Oreo. They are all settled in over here in the goat pen now, and they are no longer bothering your chickens.
Yeah, I can put my automatic chicken feeders out next. I'm about to make a big one before we go on vacation if I can find the barrel I want. But if you have, so we like goats in there because they eat the grass down. But if you have goats in there and then you try to have automatic feeders and waters, they just destroy those things. So you gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah, they'll do whatever they can do to either rough the feeders up or knock them over or get in them. It's just part of having goats. And so we moved all the goats out. So now when we go on our cruise in a few days to celebrate our 15th wedding anniversary, then we can just put up automatic feeders and waters, and that's one less thing for the farmhand to take care of.
Yeah.
So one other thing that we got out of the chicken pen, we had to do this at nighttime, so this of course is the next day, but they had way too many roosters. Cassie, you want to tell them about your rooster hatching that
Yes, so
Bar 7 has blamed you of?
yeah. So Crandall over at Eldridge Fam, if you guys remember, he gave me American breast eggs a while back. I hatched them. We hatched out 7.
Yes.
And that's where you guys have been asking about the skinny or the pointy egg, rounded egg. So I only hatched 2 pointy eggs and I ended up with 6 roosters.
So the myth is busted on that. But these are big, beautiful roosters.
Yes, so we ended up with 1 hen and she's beautiful. These roosters have grown so big so fast. So I'm excited to try them out, see how the meat's gonna be. We have not processed chickens much. Dutch gave us one several years ago and we did it. It was good. But doing the meat birds and where they lay down and their feathers are nasty, that just doesn't appeal to me right now. But these American breasts are dual purpose. They can be egg layers or meat. They just look like normal chickens. We've taken care of them normally. They do best if they're just on grass grazing, but you can see how big they are.
Yeah, let's get in here real quick and just show you. These are like from a KFC commercial before all the chickens fried up, but they are huge.
Excuse the mess. One's from them, 2's from the ducks that's been in here.
Yeah, we just put those in there late last night.
Yeah, so the ducks have been in here. I put them back out. I put these in here. Once everyone's out, I'll clean this pen back up. But if you are familiar with American breasts, you might say, hey, those have brown on them. So Eldridge Fam got theirs from Cackle Hatchery, I believe. He can correct me on that, but they did get it from a hatchery. But if you talk to people that know about the American breast, it is not what's the word I'm looking for, Gary? Perfected in our areas. Okay, they come from a different country. They're trying to get them pure. They're trying to breed out the imperfections and things like that. So there are some impurities in these things, but as far as growing, they grew.
Yeah, you can definitely tell a difference between them being a dual purpose breed and the breeds that we raise that are just egg layers.
Because these are young. The hen is not laying eggs yet, and they're already bigger than our mature rooster. So we're gonna start processing. I'm just skinning these out. I'm not worrying about plucking and doing all that. I want to do it easy and quickly. Try it out, see how it goes. I might do one and hate it. I might get them all done.
So we're not going to show you any of the gory parts, or we're not going to show you any of the dispatching or anything like that. But we do want to share what we're doing and how we're going to set up to do it. So we're going to head up to our processing area outside of our cold room and do a little bit of pre-work.
And if you want to know about it, if you've said, I've never skinned, I want to try it. All I did is got on YouTube. I said, skinning out a chicken, and that's what I'm going by.
Hey, you gotta quit smoking those cigarettes, Cassie.
So I purchased this cone off Amazon. It's a little Giant brand. That's what they had on Amazon. Feel like they're all made about the same. So Gary has a board for me. This is where we can process our pigs, deer, things like that. I'm gonna put it about yay high, so its head's here. I'll probably process them on the table, but if I choose to hang them, it would still be high enough. So we're gonna take care of that, get everything set up so we can get started.
So we already have the board up. We just put one screw in each side because this is only gonna be temporary. It's not gonna be up here very long. We're gonna take it down and just put it back up when we need it. like Cassie said, we've never done very many chickens, but I'm looking forward to trying it. And we already brought out our #1 audience member. He knows when we're out here in this area that there's something about ready to go down where he might get a snack. And he's here for it. So what next?
I'll probably put a couple of roosters in a pen to bring over closer, and then we got to go get some ice. I talked to Kevin and Sean, and they said put them on ice for 24 hours. It helps the meat be more tender.
So we're gonna get our big ice chest full of ice, and that way we will be ready for whatever we need.
Yep.
All right, the final setup is here. We've got our ice. We got a lot more ice in the ice chest over there. Sharp knives, towel, and what else?
Just want to remind them we're not plucking these, we're skinning these. No boiling water, none of that stuff. Just skinning them out, keeping the meat, easy peasy.
There you go. That's what we're doing. We got it all set up, ready. And Ranger's here because he's gonna learn, right?
Yes, I'm gonna cut.
So as we get ready to go on vacation, we want everything at the house to be as effortless as possible. So we're doing everything we can to make sure that we're ready for that. One thing we do is make a detailed chore chart. So this little chart more or less says what to do every day with the goats, the alpacas, the chickens, the dogs, the cats, the sheep tractor. Everything that needs to be done has some instruction. But we go a step further with our chickens and try to make sure that all of the feed that we have is available to the chickens all the time. The easiest way to do that we have found is with a good feeder or water, and we have these that we really like. They're from Egg Maker Acres. So eggmakeracres.com, they made these. So Cassie also has some of these little black things that she can make some of her own feeders. One day we're wanting to experience with that to try to make a mega feeder. But for now, we're gonna put these out. I'll bring you along. We'll go out there to the chicken pen now that all those roosters are gone, the heavy eaters, and we'll see how long these last over the next couple days. It'll give us a good idea of what to expect when we're on vacation. So you can see the only American breast we have left out here is that hen right there. And that's because all the rest of them are over at the processing station, or some of them are still in the pen. But we are back here, and I am going to do things differently today. You usually see us throwing feed out, but today I've got all our feed buckets ready and waters. Hi, Blackberry. It's not your turn yet. So these waters are just gonna go right here on top of these cement blocks that I have. So I wanna put them over here next to their other waters. That way they kind of are familiar with them. And we're gonna put the feeders right here on the tongues of the trailer. We'll put one on each trailer. And what that does is gives us some adjustment on our height. So these are adjustable, and I wanna make them a good height for the chickens. I don't want to make it too bad back here in the back. I don't want this to push on my ramp. So, oh, we're in good shape there. Ransom,
What's eating?
you had to come out to catch some chickens while they're eating. So they're going all over it right now.
I want you down to eat, bud.
But I'm gonna grab my other one and put it out too. Oh,
Very much.
Ransom loves his chickens. The Smoky Pearls are by far the most gentle chickens we've had. I don't know what it is about that breed, but we are really enjoying them. All right, so I'm putting this other one here. Try to get it back a little bit. Now that one's a little bit higher, but we have some taller chickens in that rooster that will probably benefit from it being a little higher. There we go. But what do you think, Ransom?
Good.
Is that a good height? Pretty good? This is the Smoky Pearls we're talking about, huh?
Yep.
Now, Mazzy and Ransom both played with them a lot when they were little chicks. So I don't know if that was it or if they're just the breed. What do you think?
It's probably when me and Mazzy played with them.
Probably when you play with them? Okay. All right, you can go ahead and let it down so it can eat if you want to.
Okay.
And you'll see the chickens kind of fighting over this at first, but after one of the chickens gets full, it's gonna leave and go somewhere else. But I really like putting them on full feed and make sure, especially in egg laying season, that they're getting all the protein they need to lay us some yummy eggs. So I'm gonna put a little safety strap on here just to ensure the wind doesn't blow that off. It'll hold it that way. But looks like it's gonna work out great. That rooster, Valentino, is trying to figure out, hey, what's going on? Why aren't you throwing food out? Just chill, Valentino. It'll be a little bit. Ransom's still trying to catch chickens.
I'm trying to catch it.
We can see that. All right, just let him eat now, okay, bud?
Since I'm all over here, they're all going over there.
All right, so we got another little safety thing right there. Should keep the wind from blowing it off, blowing it over. But really the goats is the main thing, Ransom. That's what the main problem was the goats. So, all right, they're all taken care of. Good job. So while we're out here, we're gonna check for eggs, but we forgot our egg basket. But I brought this little cup thing, so it should work. And an update, we did have one broody hen, but yesterday she was off the nest. Oh, she's back on today. So go ahead and leave her alone, buddy. Oh, there's a bunch of eggs. So they have to lay somewhere. But you guys can see back there, Dottie is being super broody. So we're gonna go ahead and get all these eggs out of here.
I don't know how old her eggs are though.
Look at that little egg, Ransom.
Oh, can I have it?
So there's a normal size average egg. And look at that little egg.
I want to keep this.
That might be a fairy egg from one of our early layers.
I'm gonna keep this.
You're gonna keep it? All right. So I feel much better about the setup we have now with all the automatic feeders and waters, especially while we're gone on vacation. Don't have to worry about it, and less work for the people caring for our birds. So I came to get my gorilla cart, and I can see that the chickens are already drinking out of their water. So I don't think it's going to be any issues transitioning from our regular water out here, which these little water pails work, to our egg maker acre waters. And chickens, they're naturally curious, so they're already wanting to check out whatever's different in their pen. You put something different in there and they're gonna go for it. Well, you're standing right here, Blackberry. So I guess that means we need to give everybody an update. Oh, Blackberry, just because I don't have any food, you're not gonna come say hi to me? So some people have asked, are we gonna be eating any Highland steers anytime soon? Well, we don't have any Highland steers, but I did keep back 2 steers. So 884 and 885, these are both steers from our Angus herd, and we will be eating these guys before long. So that will be our plans for our next animals for processing. So chickens are ready, Cassie. How do you pay a chicken tender? I tended your chickens for you.
I cook you chicken tenders in a little bit.
That'll work. You actually have some fresh ones to cook, don't you?
Yeah, well, they're supposed to be on ice for 24 hours.
Oh, we gotta wait 24 hours. So I guess we need to do a follow-up. Lessons learned.
Trial and error. I watched 3 videos and the people all did it differently. So what I decided was watch different methods and then do the method in the order that works best for you.
And once you figure out what doesn't work, do it differently.
Yep.
So
skinning them out wasn't bad at all.
So we also noticed after about 1 chicken that it was hot.
Yes.
So we did put a canopy up over the area we were working under and made it a lot better.
Yes, Ranger and I both said it was a game changer. So Ranger helped me from start to finish. He was very interested in it. We learned a lot about the anatomy of a chicken. We talked about the difference between the breast and the tenders. It's really cool when you start cutting that chicken breast, it and the tender is separate.
And now when he goes to Country Cottage to get chicken off of the buffet, he'll have a whole new appreciation.
The legs, we weren't able to save the whole wing necessarily, skinning them out. You're just not able to do it, skinning them, but that was okay.
Yeah. So that is always good to have your kids involved, though. They're learning their skills that they may need someday. We don't know what day that is when they'll need it, but they will need it someday. And so it's very important to learn that and have it to build upon as they continue in life.
Yep.
So as far as catching up with the walkers, you guys know that we just had our anniversary, 15 years. We're about ready to go on our trip, cruise to Nova Scotia. People have asked us about the fires. Mm-hmm. And so far, I don't think they're going to cancel a cruise port for smoke. And it's really in a town, so I don't think there's that many wildfires impacting us exactly where we'll be at. So might be a little smoky, but we're ready for that. We'll take on whatever we got because we only get to go once.
I'll stay in the room and just order room service the whole time if I have to.
Cassie, we learned one time on a cruise, the lady that went on cruises all the time, she said the best time to stay at the pool was when
it's like raining and stuff, or when people are on their excursions.
When people are on their excursion. So when you get to your stop, of course that cruise had like multiple stops on the Western Caribbean or Eastern Caribbean. But she said she always stays in at the pool because she has it all to herself.
Yeah. When
everybody else goes out to excursions. So I don't think we're going to be doing that because we want to see several different stops some of you have recommended, and that's what we'll be doing. As far as prayer requests go, got any prayer requests? I know we have some family members. My dad is going to be having surgery coming up in about 4 to 6 weeks. It's a little ways out. It's going to be on his back. So if you would keep him in your prayers, I would appreciate it. Mm-hmm. So we have one more thing to show you. As we told you earlier on, we had a little more storm damage than we expected here at the farm. So before we end the video, we'll show you that right now. So the other day when the corn got blown over, this is the part that we missed. How big is that tree?
Can't put my arms around it.
You want to come stand by it, Ransom? Let's give people an idea how tall it is. Shelby. Here, I'm about to carry you over there. Just in case there's any kind of ivy or oaks down here. And I hate to get down here and cut it up right now in the heat, but you can see it destroyed our fence. It fell right on top of our fence. But luckily, I don't think anything can get out. From what I can tell, the fence still looks tight on that side, and it still looks tight on that side. So you want to stand right there beside it? All right, Ransom's our gauge. How tall is Ransom, Cassie?
38 inches.
So that tree is probably 3 feet at the base. Massive tree. And then when it came down, it also took out a big limb on that one, and it also took out a limb on that one up there. You can see right there.
Oh, so the base is still there, just fell to the side?
Yeah, the base is still there. It just pushed it over. Crazy with this strong, I don't know if it was lightning, wind, tornado. Probably not a tornado. We would have had more damage.
We didn't hear the siren go off though.
You didn't hear the siren go off? A good straight wind?
I was dead asleep because the rain helps me.
Yeah, the rain helps you sleep. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update on that because now we got some more work to do. So while we're looking at the tree, Cassie's looking at another tree. Would you say been scraping on it, you think?
See that one's twisted right there?
Mm-hmm.
And some of the bark's missing. Looks like deer was rubbing on it.
You think deer or Scottish Highland?
Last season. Oh. Get my hopes up.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but it could have been a deer. I don't know. It also could have been a Scottish Highland. So that's all we got today. We have got a lot of busy days ahead of us planning before we leave on our cruise. Are you excited though?
Yes.
Step one.
Ask Me Tuesday.
Ask You Tuesday. Well, once we get on the road, it will completely be worth it. So
hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Love you guys.